What's going on, boys? It's XChaos Stormex, and today I'm making a video that I've never done before. This is a criticism video of Jagex and what they've done with the loot distribution at the Leviathan boss. I feel like I have a leg to stand on. Some will say I don't because, oh, you don't have 1,000 kills yet. It's been what, like a month or something since the quest came out. This is my KC, and I do have the pet, something to show for it. And so let's go through why I think things are a little bit weird. Things are a little bit weird with the way they've designed these new bosses. Now, this is not an attack on the mechanics of the fight. The mechanics of the fight are fine. The fights, in my opinion, are actually some of the best fights I've ever had in my life. Some of the most challenging. Now, in most games, when you do a challenging fight, for example, let's compare it to World of Warcraft. If you do the most challenging boss in patch 1 of Dragonflight, I forget the guy's name, it was some dragon, I think it was Razgarath. You pretty much had a really good chance of getting good loot, like, you know, 1 in 4 chance of getting some tier set pieces, have a mount drop that was like 1 in 100. You could get really good stuff, and there wasn't a big time commitment. The whole raid probably took around, you know, 3 to 4, maybe 3 hours if you were with a really good guild and you weren't doing it on mythic mode, just doing it on regular raid mode, or heroic. You know, it's reasonably be done. 3 hours, you get tons of freaking loot, you get tons of stuff, and Bob's your uncle. You know, great design. Some would say that's a waste of time. That's a lot of a time commitment. So let's look at the median numbers here. So the loot tracker only started working with Runelight like a couple weeks after the bosses were out, so this is what it picked up for me. So I made 5 mil, 148 kills, alright? Now, my personal best was 143. I'd say my average kill time is around anywhere from 2 minutes and 30 seconds to 3 minutes. So let's just say, for ballpark's sake, 2 minutes and 45 seconds, right? So we'll do 148 times 2. 0.75. Let me say, why 0.75 instead of you said 45 seconds? Well, because it's just a conversion of time. So you get 407 minutes divided by 60. 7 hours pretty much for 148 kills. That's not taking into account time for banking. So let's just say add on, if we're getting 4 kills per trip, which sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. Let's just say 3. So hold up, let's just put this down right here. So I have 7-8 hours here, so let's just say 6.8 hours plus, we're going to divide 148 by, we're going to give them the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to give myself 148 divided by 3.5, 42 minutes divided by 60. So we can add on an extra 0.7 hours, which is like 45 minutes. So we can fairly say 7 hours, 30 minutes for 148 kills equals 5 mil. Now let's do the GP per hour here. Let's just do 8 hours. Okay, let's do 7.5. divided by 5 mil. Oh, sorry, 5 mil divided by 7.5. Getting 666k an hour, which you could say is okay, but here's the best part. You're using a lot of supplies. A lot of supplies. Now, I haven't done the math on supplies, but I'm telling you the supplies cost a lot. And that doesn't take into account deaths. Now, I actually have a total of around 89 deaths. So let's do 90, and I was losing 500k before when I was using Missouri and Tebow. So 90 times 500,000. Let's just say if I was using Tebow the whole time, I would have lost 45 mil. Okay? So now I'm losing half of that. Because it's my loot cost to recover all my items from Leviathan is about 210k, I believe. So let's say if you're using BOFA, 90 deaths over 500 KC divided by sorry, it's 210k. Wait a second. 90 times 210k, that's right. 18 mil. 18 mil. I'm losing money. I'm losing money. Okay. Okay. Some people will say, but wait till you get the big ticket item. That's gonna make up for everything. Okay. Let's run that game. Let's run that game, alright? So, the bosses are longer. The bosses are objectively way harder than any boss before. You could say Ohm's harder, but that's a raid. I'm not going to be taking raids into account here, alright? I'm just talking about straight up bosses that we, you know, straight up solo bosses. It's freaking ridiculous. Let's do the math on it. Okay, hold up. Let's do the math on it. So, scene 2. Come to the wiki. Let's look. Let's do the math on it. So, to get any piece of Virtus, it's 2304 divided by 3. 768 chance to get any piece. Okay? But if you take the mean average, so let's say 8 mil plus 57 mil plus 30 mil divided by 3. 31 mil is going to be your average drop on a Virtus piece when you do get one, okay? So, but that's over 768 kills. That's almost 2 days of max efficiency playing to get 30 mil. In 2 days, a lot of people can make like almost probably like 500, 600 bucks like the average worker. So let's say 2 days, which is, let's say two 8-hour days. So 16 hours times the average income in my country is probably around 30 bucks an hour for someone who's graduated like high school. 16 times 30, $480. That's your value. That's your time value right there. Now for me personally, it's a little bit different. I have a different job. I work as an electrician. I'm about to get licensed. I'm currently in advanced schooling right now. So let's just say, so right now I'm getting around, my whole unionized package is around 56 an hour, but that's with benefits included. This is gross. Benefits, pension, you name it, you got it. 56 times 16 hours. $1,000 gone. That I could have been working, doing overtime or doing part-time jobs. Dude, it's ridiculous, and you get no passive drops. Some people can go so I've heard of some people posting on Reddit 3,000 kills. 3,000 kills. All they've gotten is a lure, the Leviathan's lure, then you'd have to go kill all the other bosses. Like, these are crazy amounts of time investments. There's no justification. Like, what is Jagex who is Jagex catering to? Are they catering to the players that play 8 hours a day on a daily basis? Or are they catering to people who, like, who are they? What are we even talking about here? It's like, how can you put in so much time and probably come out with nothing? Imagine playing a full week on a video game and coming out with nothing. Dude, we're losing money. I've lost money on this so far. It's actually one of the most displeasing things I've ever probably done in my life. It's just like, bro, how are the passive drops so bad? And then there's people who, oh, not everything needs to spit out GP. Okay, then why are you playing the game then, man? Like, the whole point of a game, the game for non-irons, which is, I think the main game mode is non-iron, correct? Or correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, I messed up there. Correct me if I'm wrong, the game's not supposed to be based around irons. But I believe a lot of these people are severely addicted to the game. And, oh, that's bullshit. And I think they're catering to a bunch of people who are severely addicted to the game. How is that even fucking possible? So you got bullshit mechanics like that just make shit bullshit. I don't care if you say skill issue. Go ahead. That's your prerogative. But I know the average player isn't freaking wooks. The average player gets distracted easily. Like, this game is... I mean, this boss is by no means easy. And even once you get the hang of it, it's not like you can just... It's not like doing Cerberus. Like, what happened to bosses like Cerberus, man? Where you can just chill out, get your Slayer mask going. And, you know, do your thing. And it was, you know, pretty chill. Like, you could say there's only one part of Cerberus where you really have to pay attention to when he summons his ghosts. Everything else is pretty straightforward. This is like, you have to be locked in the whole time. So not only do you have to be max efficient to get the most money out of your time, most GP for your time, but you also got to be locked in the whole time. How the hell are you supposed to be locked in all the time? You're not even making money. You're locked in on yourself losing money. It's honestly a bit of a joke. You know, you may disagree with me, and you're perfectly entitled to do that. And I think you're going to see a lot of people talking about, oh, if this video were to get big, I think a lot of people would be like, oh yeah, X Chaos? They're like, you're just mad because you haven't gotten a drop yet, and if you got a drop, you wouldn't be pissed. And maybe that is the case, but why is it so hard to get a drop from something that takes so long? TOA, same thing. You see these people posting, oh yeah, they got a 2 KC shadow. Yeah, okay, it took me a long time to get... some people say I got spooned on my shadow. I got it at like... We'll check my TOA KC after this fight over here. I can't even remember what it is, dude. I think it's around 500, to be honest. Misclick. Yeah, it's around 500, because I just remember I just got the cape, the 500 cape, and I'm like, I'm out of here, dude. I can't do any more of this. Like, what a waste of time that was. Oh my god. If I never got that shadow, I would have wasted almost like... Dude. Almost a year. Like, oh, so much. We'll do the math on that after. I know you guys love my math. Dude, it's preposterous, man. The way that the game is going, they're just making everything such a big time investment that it's like people like must be such a big turnoff for people who are actually playing. Like how do you compete with people who are putting in 16 hours a day and then gatekeeping you from content because you don't have the same things they do? It's preposterous, man. Yay, Dragon 50k. Yay, I can get that from a brutal... Okay, yeah, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Let's do some comparisons. Brutal Black Dragons. I know it was down here somewhere. Brutal Black Dragon. So 612 kills. And I got 13 mil, pretty much. So let's do the math. 13 mil divided by 612. You're looking at 21k a kill. And bro, if you're on a Slayer task, it's like with a T-bow and Missouri and Dragon Arrows, you're looking at like literally, it could be anywhere from a 15-second kill to a 25-second kill. Sorry, 20-second kill to like a 30-second kill. So if you think about that, 600 divided by 0.5. Sorry. 612 divided by 0.5 gives me 1,224 minutes. That's what it would be. And then divided by 60. Okay, I think I did the math wrong there. Oh, it would be 300 minutes. 300 minutes. 306 minutes divided by 60. That would give me the hours. 5 hours. 5 hours, 13 mil. That's not bad. You know? And it's super chill. You don't got to do anything. You just stand there and click. could look at the screen. You could scratch your nuts. You know, you could talk on the phone with your grandma. Do whatever the fuck you gotta do. Dude, Leviathan, you gotta be locked in the whole time. It's honestly, it's frustrating that I think that the game's headed in this way, that they just, every new update is just some big time commitment. And they'll say, oh, X Chaos, you don't have to do the new content. Yeah, but it's been like 15 years people have been waiting for Desert Treasure 2. Of course I'm going to engage in this content. Everyone's been waiting for it. And now I'm at the point where I'm not giving up. I'm going to get something. I'm not stopping till I get that ring. And I just want to see at this point how long it takes and how much money I've... Time, which is money. It's proportional. How much I've wasted. And you got to remember, the more that you invest in your career, the more you're going to end up getting out of it. Just like RuneScape, the more you invest in it, you're going to get better gear, you're going to be able to make more money. It's the same proposition. So, except in real life, you can actually transform that into a house or a life. You know, or a vacation. What are you going to do with your Virtus pieces? You're going to wear them to church on Sunday? I don't think so. I don't think so. There's a lot of shenanigans going on around here, man. So let's go. Tombs of a Masket. Oh, what am I doing? Let's go to my collection log. Raids. Tombs of a Masket. Okay. Across the board, 306 kills. We're not going to consider entry. This is my log. Alright? This is my log. If I never got that shadow. Okay? Which I got around... I don't know. I don't even remember when I got it, dude. It was a long time ago. I got lucky, man. I got really lucky. Let's do the math on it. So, the Fang, when I was doing TOA, was worth around 30 mil. Okay? Let's do 30 mil times 3. 90 mil. Let me convert that to a mil. Times 3. Okay, 90 mil. Light bearers are probably going for around 5 mil right now. Maybe we should just check the price just to be accurate. Oops. Okay, yeah, I was almost right. Plus 4.1 mil. So plus another one. My bad. Missouri Chaps. What's that worth? $63 mil. $161 mil. L. Dennis Ward. Probably like 1 mil. Dude. How do you spell that? Give me a break. Okay, 6 mil. So plus another, let's say 10 mil. Oh no, so let's say plus another 12 mil. So 173 mil. And we're gonna, now the math is gonna get intense. 173 mil. Okay. My KC. 500 on average. So 500 divided by 173 mil. So you're getting around, wait, 500. Sorry. It's 173 mil divided by 500. That's what it is. That's the math. Divided by 500. 346k a run. So an average run probably takes anywhere from 32, if you're doing free-for-all, 32 minutes to like 40 minutes. Alright, let's just say that. So let's do the math on that. So 500 KC times let's just say 1 hour, and then we'll divide by half after. 500 hours divided in half equals 500 hours divided. Where's the divide sign? Oh. Okay, we'll just use this. Divided by 2 equals 250 hours divided by 24. So how many days are from those hours? So 250 hours divided by 24. 10.5 days. Non-stop playing. 10.5 days. Sorry, not hours. Did I say hours? Days. Non-stop playing. And that's not taking into account banking and running back and forth. So we'll just throw in all that stuff going. I would take the Draymond. My route to TOA was a pain in the ass. You know, it would take like 2 minutes to get there. Say throw another couple hours on there, dude. 10.5 days just running non-stop. And think of all the times, all the deaths. Think about all the 500k lost. Think about all the runs that were unsuccessful and everybody just left. So we're going to throw, and I've had so many of those. So let's just say the fail factor rate was 15%, which I think it's more. Let's just say 20%. So 10 times 20%. Well, let's say 100, 1.2. Is that what it would be? So 10 days times 1.2 times 1.2 equals, you're going to get 12 days. For 173 mil, boys, if you didn't get the shadow. Okay? Now, let's do some little bit more math. So we already got that. 12 days for 173 mil. Let's just write that down. Okay? So let's do 12 days. Of work at the average rate of, let's say, 30 bucks an hour. So let's say 8-hour days. So 12 times 8 times 30. That's 3 grand. Okay? 3 grand. Now let's say you were making what, like, you know, your dad, let's say what your dad's making, you know, max rate, let's say RSRPs or RSSPs, all that good stuff, big retirement, let's say gross, full package, benefits, the works. We're not going to be talking about tax here, we're talking about gross income, gross taxable income. So let's say 12 times 8, 96 again, that's our median. And then, let's say times $65 an hour, okay? You're almost looking at 6,240. If you don't like my math, 12 days times 8 hours times your hourly rate, say it's 65, equals 6,240 dollars. If you're a software tech engineer, you're making way more. Why would you ever want to waste that much time? Why? Most people don't get shadows. I know people who are at 1,000 KC, they've never got a shadow. It's ridiculous, man. Like, what are these time investments for this game? This is ridiculous, ridiculous, man. And I've never done Chamber of Xerix. I won't. My print, like, after doing TOA, I'm like, this is disgusting, bro. Like, dude. Some people just get lucky. It's typically irons. I think there's a conspiracy where irons get better drop rates because they know that irons are more addicted to the game. and they want to keep them buying bonds. That's my theory. I think there's some grand conspiracies going on here. And there's another thing that when you I feel like when you take a break away from the game and then come back after a year, I think there's like a hidden drop rate multiplier, because I did that a couple times and every time I came back, immediately I'd get like a good drop. But then when I'm just playing averagely, I get fucking nothing. It's like, dude, imagine you're missing out on 6 grand. What can you do with 6 grand? You can go to the Hard Rock. Here. Let me show you what you could do. Let me show you what some of the things I would do with an extra $6,500 laying around. $6,240. Buddy, you ever been to a 6 spot? Let me take you here. Dude, this place is like... It's like they got one of the best malls in the world and just dropped it right on one of the best beaches in the world. Can we get better pictures here? Look at this place. Look at the water. Look at it. The restaurants. So my brother got married there a long time ago. And it was the most fun I ever had. It was so nice. Everything was perfect. You could order instruments to your room, food at any time to your room, no charge extra. They had gelato bars, ice cream bars, all this stuff. You could go to you can go to Costa Rica. You could go to a volcano. For under 3 grand, you could do 2 vacations. You could stay at an island. You could go to what's it called? I can't remember the name right now. Dude, you could travel the world. You could go to Barbados, a sandals resort. Barbados, bro. Barbados. Look how nice the water is. In that much time, 12 days, you could write a whole freaking... If you're into music, you could write a whole symphony. You could write a whole album in that amount of time. You could write half of a novel. It just doesn't make sense. And for what? For fucking what? For 173 mil? Or for a shitty shitbox piece of Virtus robes for 1/4 the time of that? Dude, it's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting what Jagex is doing. They're greedy. They're greedy. They take advantage of people with mental illnesses, because I believe people who are playing more than 8 hours a day, or even 4 hours a day, man, have a mental illness, unless you're generally a streamer and it's your job. Have a mental illness, and I believe Jagex takes advantage of that by making almost unreachable loot drops. Yes, it is rewarding when you get one, but that's how they get you. So that endorphins that are being released in your body when you get something after you've been working, you've been grinding a boss, you're not even having fun after 100 KC. You're just zoned. You don't even know what your body's just on. It's like your dopamine is just done. Your body's, it's like a drug addict. You're just there and you're just freaking zoned in and you're just clicking that boss. Trust me, I've been there. This is why I'm saying this. I think this is accurate. And when you do get that, it's like a boom, big dopamine hit, you're hooked. Now your body craves that again. Dude, when I started going back to school and stopped playing less, it was the best thing. Automatically, I lost freaking 15 pounds because I wasn't sitting down at the computer all day. I was doing the school gym. You know, I'm making friends with people. We're going out after we're having study parties. I'm networking. I'm learning so much information. I'm actually being productive with my life. And, you know, I cut down on smoking because a lot of times when I'm playing, I'd get stressed out. Damn, what do you do when you're stressed out? Well, you rely on your crutch. So for me, that was smoking. Rather it was marijuana or cigarettes. I don't smoke marijuana anymore, but I was smoking way too much of it. And that's because your dopamine just levels out because you're not getting anything. You're not getting any value for the work that you're putting in. And remember, boys, labor, it's what you're doing. You're laboring on your account. When you're grinding, you're laboring. Labor is the most expensive, is the most valuable thing across the whole world. It's what brings countries to its knees and causes revolutions. This is geopolitical. This is crazy. This is madness. And I think Jagex needs to get nailed to a cross. Because what they've done here is bullshit, and I know the loudest people in the room are going to talk shit and say, you're just a complainer, you're this, you're that. And I'm going to respond by saying, you're wasting your time grinding these new items. I'm wasting my time, I'm going to admit that. I'm just doing it at this point to prove a point, to see how long it takes, and to see how much of time that we've wasted. At this point, I'm double downing. I don't care anymore. I'm only playing on my off hours anyways. Today I'm lucky I don't have any homework to do. I don't have anything to do. I don't have any job to go to right now as I'm not... Luckily I'm on EI while I'm in school, which is unemployment insurance. So it's actually not a bad gig. And I get paid 60% of what I normally get, so I'm technically getting paid to go to school. Not technically, I'm getting paid to go to school, which I'm very privileged to do that. Very lucky. I'm not going to... I don't want to talk shit. I know a lot of people aren't in that position. It's just toxic, I think, man. And I think I've said that like probably 50 times now. It's just crazy, dude. It's just crazy. Tebow's back up to 1.4 bill. Holy smokes. So, boys, I'm going to end my video by giving away my Tebow to this bot. Oh, he doesn't want it, apparently. Joking. I'm not giving that away. So yeah, that's going to be the conclusion of my video. And, whether or not you enjoy my point of view, or you appreciate my point of view, let me know in the comments what you think. If you agree or disagree with me. This is just my logic on the whole situation and the whole conclusion of what the heck is Jagex doing with their new updates. They're just toxic. I think they're bad. I think they're really bad. And you could say Corporal Beast has been around for a while, but that was never a necessary item. Okay, you could argue none of these items are necessary, but like, dude, it's... You don't need to have it, but they know people are going to go for it. They know they're encouraging people to go after collection logs. You know, they make rewards for it. So they're incentivizing people to go for this stuff. They know people are going to do it. They could make something that would have a 1 in 100,000 drop chance, and it'd probably take 5 minutes to do the boss with a 1 in 100,000 drop chance to get something, and people would still chase it. I'm not saying everyone, but like I said, they're taking advantage of a select few people who are playing 8 to 10 hours a day. And I believe someone should actually take Jagex to court for taking advantage of like not mentally ill people, but people who are may not be in the exact right state of mind. It's ridiculous, man. And that's all I have to say. Take care. Bye.